Today, you're going to learn about journaling. Journaling is one of the simplest methods you can use to support your mental wellness, support your creativity, and it's something that anyone can do anywhere. You don't need any special tools. It can really help you learn a great deal about yourself. Today, I'm going to teach you how to journal, and we're going to do it right now. Journaling is an excellent method for clearing out the noise that gets into your head. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Those times when there is just loud confusion and frustration and maybe anxiety thrown in there, all the kinds of emotions that you need to work out. Sometimes there isn't anybody available to talk to. Sometimes you just don't want to talk. Maybe you want to keep it private and work things out a little bit. That's completely valid. And journaling is the ideal way to give yourself a little safe space to start extracting these thoughts and these emotions and this chaos out of your head and getting it somewhere else. It's putting space between you and those emotions or that energy. There is a real transaction that takes place when you write down something inside your head, whether it's anxiety that you can't really put a name to, or maybe it's depression, maybe it's grief. These are all very heavy, difficult emotions to process. Personal emotions and personal thoughts that it's not always comfortable to share with somebody else. You know that you have people, your family loves you, your friends love you, people care about you, and they want to talk. Sometimes you just want to keep these things private until you can process them a little bit more. I highly recommend talking to people, letting people know when you're feeling distressed until you're in a space where you are able to talk about it. One of the best methods you can use is journaling. Your journal is a private, safe space for you to express yourself in. It's a way of making room inside of your mind or inside of your body when there's things that are just building up. When you put those things down on paper, it is such a freeing act. You write those things down and you start to process them out in some form. The heaviness of that energy changes, and the grip that those emotions have gets a little bit less tight. It's probably not gonna change everything. You may not journal and then come out of it feeling 100% better. But much like when you are scared of the dark and you turn on a light in a room, you can see things much more clearly. In the darkness is where those negative emotions and those negative energies grow. They become bigger and scarier and much more intimidating. They feel so powerful. But when you can shed light on them, or when you take them out of your head and you put them down on paper, out exposed to the light, that's when they start to feel a little bit different. You're not powerless over them. You start to gain a sense of control, a sense of your own destiny, a sense of your own power over these emotions. And that is absolutely life changing. Journals are not only about processing emotions, they are also a fantastic way of harnessing your creative energy as well. When inspiration strikes, it is absolutely imperative that you act on it. If you are going about your day and you think of a fantastic idea for a book, or if you think of a solution to a technical problem, if you can't act on those things right away, that inspiration can be so fleeting and it's difficult, if not impossible, to get back to it later on. Maybe you think you're going to remember the idea that you had, but there's a really good chance you won't. And ask me how I know this. I know this from very personal experience. When you don't write things down, it's very difficult to recall them later. There's also something else about the act of writing down an inspired idea. It's like speaking it into existence. It's no longer just dwelling as an idea. Maybe I'll get to this someday. I thought of this thing. It's one step closer to realizing how fantastic that creation of yours can be. Creativity is one of the most important energies we can harness. It's self expression. However, you express yourself creatively is one of the most important things you can do. Think about not being able to express yourself, how solitary that is. When you let your creativity start to flow, that opens up a whole other energetic exchange. Creativity that is stagnant, much like the negative emotions that you feel, it turns into stagnation. It turns into a block. That negative block can be one of the hardest things to navigate in your life. It can feel impossible to remove. But when you allow that creative energy to flow from stuck inside of you to outside, it's like a dam breaking. Creativity inspires more creativity. And then begins this whole energetic cycle of this renewal of energy in you, a renewal of ideas, a renewal of inspiration. And then wonderful things happen. You need to allow a place, your little laboratory in your journal, for those ideas to take shape. It's a place where you can experiment with the ideas that you have. You can let them flow freely. And no matter how small an idea may seem, write it down. Huge things come from small ideas. It may be that you're reluctant to start journaling because you have some preconceived notions about what it should involve. There is a lot of ideas out there about having a journal be a certain way, look a certain way. You don't have to do any of those things. Your journal is your private personal book. That is your tool that you use in whatever way benefits you. There is nothing more personal than your journal. It's never about anybody else or what somebody else thinks it should look like. There is such a thing as aesthetic journals. Aesthetic journals are these beautiful little art pieces that people create page by page, and they're lovely, and it's like building a collage. It's pretty cool. But that is its own kind of a journal. That's a different kind of use for a journal. If that's something that calls to you, definitely act on it. But that's not the same journal as using one to support your overall wellness. Your journal can look however you want. It can be a beautiful book, or it can be a messy bunch of scribble on a page. That's what mine looks like. It can be disorganized. It doesn't have to make any sense. It's not for anybody else to see. The journal serves the purpose of being a catch all for the things going on inside of you. It's something like a junk drawer, but mentally and energetically. Everybody has a junk drawer in their house where there's extra batteries and maybe some pens, some elastic bands or whatever. It's not pretty. It's literally called a junk drawer. It's there to hold things. It serves a purpose and it's very utilitarian. It's important things, but you don't necessarily want to have open to display when people come over. It is a catch-all for things to just go somewhere else, get out of the way so you can keep on living your life. And they're over to the side. They're not going to jam you up in any way. They're there when you need them. They're there to go back and if you need to reflect on them or if you need to utilize them for something. But it's not something that you should concern yourself with how it appears. Another thing that may be a deterrent for starting your journal is the idea that journaling should be a daily discipline. Having a daily discipline for your journal could be a very useful exercise. But you have to ask yourself, what would you benefit from that practice? If you were practicing on honing your writing skills, yes, I would say a daily practice of journaling where you spend X amount of time every day, just the act of journaling, act of writing, that's a great exercise. Your inspiration doesn't come on a schedule, and your emotions certainly don't come on a schedule. So, if that's what's making you feel the pressure of starting a journal, leave that part out. Journal on your time, how it calls to you to do it. Maybe you do it once a week. Maybe you do it just as the mood hits you. As long as you're getting something out of it, that's when you should be doing it. When it calls to you to pick up your journal and start writing, that's when you need to be journaling. It doesn't matter how other people use their journal. Whatever the purpose is that you assign to it, that's what it's for. And you're doing it right. You can journal in anything. You can get a really cool, beautiful hardcover journal if you like. You can get a spiral bound notebook. You can just use loose pieces of paper. It doesn't matter what you're writing on. But if this practice is something that you benefit from, just start writing. The more you write, the more you'll probably find that you can go deeper and get more out of it. Journaling is something I'm very passionate about because it's helped me so much. And it's not something that you should be afraid of. It's not something that you should feel embarrassed by or confused by or overwhelmed by. Do it as it calls to you. That's the most important thing. Use it so it benefits you. And if you want to see more, check out these videos below.